I'm taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. Yo, I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpio, the England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, what it do? It's Conscious Pod, the West Coast Avenger, preparing for liftoff, Regain Radio. Let's fly. It's two-man gang here. Pause. Let's go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the back and forth duo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I start with that, he finishes the other sentence, that's how it goes. That's the beauty of Ring Gang, man. You can get any type of combination of us, and, you guarantee you'll get some entertainment out of it, and shout out to, Pilot and LB on, was it Thursday or Friday? No, it was Friday. For their, Hell Rel Freeway cast, it was entertaining as hell. And hope everyone that was listening to that enjoyed that too. Like I said, it was just, you just never know. Like that's like a perfect example of just any combination of us can bring you some ill shit for you to listen to and then re-listen to. You know what I'm saying, and share with your friends and shit. Oh, we got another one. Rome Top 5 is logged in. What's good, Rome?
Yo, what's good? Where the fuck everybody at, man?
Yeah. Well, LB's not joining tonight, and P will be joining maybe a little shortly, when he gets back.
Okay,
but before we get into the boxing talk, though, I think it'll be a good time for us to kind of recap the divisional weekend.
Look at this nigga, just happy.
I mean, you are here, bro. So yeah, why not start with a little football talk? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. In a way, bum hunting can only. I'm just kidding. It is a bum though, but. Let's talk about the NFL a little bit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so pretty much the Final Four are set. You know what I'm saying? On the NFC, we got the Skins, the Washington, or we will call them the Commanders if you want to be politically correct, versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And on the AFC, we got the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. But before we get into those matchups, what did y'all think about the games for divisional weekend?
Well, first, I gotta say, the Chiefs, they some whole ass niggas, man. I'm tired of seeing these niggas make it to the AFC Championship every year.
7 straight. I mean, I know I won't lie. The Texans game, I'm a fan of CJ Stroud too, but I won't lie, and I'm a fan. I fuck with Mahomes and Andy Reid, but the penalties were a little OD. I ain't gonna lie, to make sure they
crazy.
Yeah,
you can't I don't know if y'all seen the memes, but you can't even touch Mahomes.
Yo, the memes, I've been getting them all, but there's like at least 4 different videos on the whole Mahomes thing and the refs like being like,
Mahomes did make the play, falling down to the ground, throwing a touchdown. Like, he's a legend. I ain't gonna.
No, but this is like super blazing. They didn't even do Brady like this. Brady, they let that nigga get it cracked once a game at least. Pause.
I'm saying like.
Mahomes is a scrambling quarterback, and they don't let him get tackled. That's some bullshit. That's cheating.
Basically, if you don't gently drop him, it's an automatic 15-yard penalty on him.
And then he averages like 35 to 40 yards rushing a game. So it's like, yo, this man be getting all the first downs with his little bullshit scrambling, but we can't tackle him. And if we try to get him before he starts scrambling, it's a roughing the passer or hit on the helmet type shit.
Yeah, and that's what makes it frustrating to watch these, because it's going to happen, but you can't in all the teams the teams can't do anything about it. Like, and I can tell the Texans were you can tell they were frustrated as fuck.
And I don't know if it's colorism or what, but they let niggas tee off on Lamar. Pause.
And I mean that's a thing too, because I know the Texans too. Like, one things too is, even with all those penalties, like that Texans Chiefs game was close. Like in the going after the first half, they was only down by what?
Just like most games that the Chiefs played this season, because they're not that good.
I mean they are good because they are in the conference championship.
Come on.
I mean, pretty much. The biggest loss was basically because they didn't need to play, and they put Carson Wentz in, and they decided, because as long as Joe Burrow doesn't get into the playoffs, they pretty much put on a non-effort for the Denver Broncos to get in, and then then they get like the 2 weeks off, and then you get this. Yeah, I mean, just the plot element is just too strong with Patrick Mahomes, and that's why it's like. I mean, now if it was a game that I thought was called down the middle, then I would be like, okay, cool. And the Texans, even with Stroud kind of falling apart near the end, like, I mean, the Texans were on the ass, pause, like, in that game.
No, you can tell the script is Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. All of the sports analysts gonna talk shit about how Josh Allen's never been able to do it against Mahomes. It's gonna get in his head, and then they gonna lose, and then Mahomes back in the fucking Super Bowl. This is how it always fucking happens, year in and year out, nigga.
Yeah,
whoever plays Mahomes,
the script's in already. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, the script's in.
Whoever plays Mahomes, the media is just gonna.
The media's gonna what?
He is gonna shit talk them the whole week. And that way, when they come in to play, it's gonna be no confidence from the other side, and the Chiefs gonna do their little bullshit that they always do.
Yeah, honestly, it's like obviously, Patrick Mahomes has lost in the playoffs before. I mean, Burrow led a team that knocked Mahomes out of the playoffs too, and obviously they famously, in one of Mahomes' worst game, they lost to Tom Brady and the Bucs in that Super Bowl. So it's like, but Bailey, it doesn't seem like there's a script, and it's getting, and of course, me as an Eagles fan, like that Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl will never sit right with me because, it was a game that was called down the middle with the exception of that stupid-ass call on Bradbury, which was not a call, which was not a hold or anything like that. But
am I the only person? Hold on. Am I the only person who thinks that this is the worst Chiefs team Mahomes has had?
Easy, because they're barely they're barely winning this team. Like, I mean, there's
his injuries all over the place, and he's barely performing.
Like last year, I had him not win. I couldn't see him winning a championship because that fucking the wide receiver core is really bad. Like this year, the wide receiver core is better. I feel like
I think Rashee Rice was a rookie last year, but he was still doing all right.
Yeah, he was balling. He
was doing what Xavier Worthy is doing this year, type shit. Like,
yeah, but now they got I know Juju, but now they got like Juju and they got other, like this year it's a little better, I would say, than last year. Hopkins too, right?
It's still not better because I was telling everybody earlier that I'm like, yo, Mahomes. They was like, yo, Mahomes should get Tyreek, and I'm like, yo, they're gonna win the Super Bowl and they don't need Tyreek because one, they developing Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice been out the whole year. Their vet has just been getting double teamed because both the two wide receivers are just being rebuilt. D-Hop just got there 4 months ago. Still don't know the playbook like that. Barely getting targets. Hollywood Brown just got back off IR.
Yeah. I mean, let's say, it could be, obviously, they still probably have enough chemistry or whatever to actually get because they're healthy, so that at least they can actually kind of like produce. But like I said, their offense ain't like firing like that. Like, it's not a strong team. Like, and they should have probably been knocked out of the playoffs. Like,
Pacheco was hurt too. Pacheco was hurt half the year. They signed fucking Kareem Hunt off the waivers.
I ain't seen Kareem Hunt since he was kicking bitches on
That nigga was picked up off the waivers. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I forgot one year when Kareem Hunt was on the Browns. I think that nigga won me the finals that year. It went crazy.
It might be the system. Because Andy Reid's always been a brilliant offensive mind. I know, Pat, you're a Philly fan, so there were some gripes. Like he would be a little. I remember the old Collie thread. It was like, fourth and goal on the one, and Andy Reid calls 5 out, shotgun type of shit, that.
Yeah, like I said, because basically when Andy Reid was let go, it was pretty much. I think it was that time now. It was time.
Yeah, it was that time. But I shout out to Andy because he always had black quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? He always could give us a chance. But seriously, he might, if he was another ring, he'll probably be the second best behind Belichick, coach wise. He'll have 4 rings. You know what I'm saying? Who else? You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Right now, he's already up there, I feel like. But if he wins this year, obviously Belichick is number 1, but Andy Reid is not far behind. That's my opinion.
Yeah, Andy. There's no different, and there's no question. Andy Reid is a great coach. He's a legendary coach. There's no question about that, dude. But I think everyone's just pretty much tired of the script. Like, if the calls were getting called from Mahomes or whatever like that, then maybe people would know. But it's just like everyone expects them. I mean, obviously, even with their upcoming championship game against the Bills, it's pretty much. I mean, they've been eliminated, but I mean, they've eliminated the Bills like 3 times in a row.
Yeah. Well, see, I mean, that was gonna be a storyline. It was gonna be whether it be Lamar or Josh Allen, because I think Chiefs got Lamar out there a couple times last year.
Yeah. If you look at it, every team this year, the top 4 teams have something they're exceptional at, right?
Mm-hmm.
Philly running the football, nigga, down your throat, exceptional at it. The Bills running the football down your throat, quarterback sneaks, goal line, red zone, immaculate. Like they always score in the red zone. It's a fact.
Right.
When you look at the Chiefs, what do they got, nigga, besides late calls that help them out?
Yeah, because I mean, Mahomes even then Mahomes, I don't think is operating 100% too. Because
defense not that good, receiving core not that good, running not that good. He's only throwing for 180 yards. So what the fuck are they? How the fuck are they winning?
Yeah, it's ridiculous too. And the fun things too is like even when they had that Super Bowl with the Eagles or whatever, Jalen has the best game of his career. Like the stats that will pretty much get you all types all types of like adulation. And Mahomes played like pedestrian, but he's the one that got the Super Bowl MVP.
But Mahomes would throw 15 for 22 for 130 yards. A touchdown and a fumble recovery or some dumb shit.
Yeah, and that's why his stats this year. That's why he didn't make no Pro Bowl or All Pro, any of that shit. Because his stats are not up there like they usually are.
But I mean, his stats were good. 26 touchdowns, 11 picks. But I know what you mean. The stats weren't. He wasn't put up.
Nigga, listen, Caleb Williams had better regular season stats than Mahomes. That just tells you everything right there.
I mean, Baker Mayfield had 40, and Baker had 40 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying?
Like, come on.
But I'm saying the
thing we're talking about,
the Chiefs are like, they're a team that kind of just coasts, through the regular season these days. They were number 1 seed, but they were coasting. I mean, that's kind of how good they are.
I'm not gonna lie, this shit is kind of cool because I remember growing up, I used to hate Tom Brady because he was that nigga that always in the Super Bowl. No matter what, you can guarantee he's gonna make it. No matter what, they're always in the playoffs. No matter what, they're competing.
You know, but
you just hate that nigga. Now is this is a new nigga we love to hate.
Yeah, but with Brady, there were at least gaps. There were some noticeable gaps within the Super Bowls, like especially I think after the third one and to the fourth one, there were noticeable.
I think 1 year he got hurt, and then they had to change the rules when he came back, and then he won.
Yeah, because that was the season where that nigga Bernard Pollard, from the Ravens. Shout out to Pollard, yo. That nigga was like the Patriot killer. He was injuring Patriots left and right, and I think he tore up Tom Brady's ACL. And so I think that was like the first. I don't know if they either made the playoffs or got removed. And
shout out to that nigga for ruining football for the rest of eternity, nigga.
But yeah,
until was actually my fault. Good.
Yeah, but at least though with Brady, it wasn't. I mean, Eli got 2 wins over him. Nick Foles got. It was like those were games that were actually called the way. Like it wasn't like it was all like they were glazing Brady. Like it was like it was the thing.
No, but the Mahomes glazing is like ridiculous. Like any game you watch, niggas don't even bring up Tom Brady no more. Niggas just be like, this is. He's Mahomes-esque. Like, nigga, this nigga's still playing. Like,
when somebody makes
like you never heard Kobe going against somebody and they be like, oh, he's Kobe-esque. Like, no, nigga, Kobe's across the field. Like, no, nigga, he's not doing. Across the court, he's not doing Kobe shit. He's still playing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and of course now, obviously they're running with the whole narrative now. If the Chiefs win, they'll be the first team since the Patriots to three-peat and all that stuff. So it's like you can already see like the things might be written on the wall. Like you don't know what to expect, but that might be they might try to push it towards that type of lane. Mm-hmm. Especially if you get into the Super Bowl, try to sell it as one of those selling points.
Listen, how I see it. Either way, the AFC is winning this year.
That's it. I mean, obviously, because me being an Eagles fan, I will not accept that as an automatic fact. I can't.
Well, nigga, y'all might lose to the Commanders, so it don't even matter.
I'm not salty because I don't get a DM Pat saying good game, in the chat. I'm not salty, but I just think right now the Commanders are they're hot as fuck right now. So it's like, Jan Daniels is feeling himself. But and he is a rookie. But I don't think Pete's not.
Saquon nice.
Yeah,
you think Saquon nice, nigga. Wait for that fucking wait for Austin Eckler to fucking go crazy on your bitch.
I'm saying Pete's not here, but Pete thinks it's a walkover. I don't think it's a walkover. I think the Commanders have a real good.
I cannot think it's a walkover because simply it's NFC East shit. So
it's NFC East. It's the same division. Like no, that's not a walkover. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all looked a little vulnerable, even though y'all won both games. Y'all looked a little vulnerable both games. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
listen, the Commanders never be.
What was that? Ruby cut out.
Yeah, I don't know why my shit keep cutting out, but yeah, the Commanders never beat the Eagles, so I don't even really see this shit happening.
Yeah, I mean, I like I said, because number one, I mean, I know like we split the season series with them. We beat them the first time around, and then the second one, they was kind of hitting. Yeah, they were kind of hit, and Jalen got knocked out, so we had Pickett and Tanner McKee playing, and we lost by 3 because our defense kind of shit the bed on the last drive. So it was one of those things. So I mean, but yeah. Ever since then, like Daniels is top. Like now, I mean, like I said, I mean the Bucks. I think they were the underdogs for the Bucks game, weren't they? And then they won because their nervous ass kicker, hit through the uprights and or doinked it off the upright. And then
they were plus 185 underdogs.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
I remember I was the one that was like the Lions gonna lie, and I said I don't trust their defense, and I did coin the name Jared Goffel for a reason. He came back to life. Yes. Because
Goff was your quarterback for a minute.
So I was telling you, honestly, I don't trust Detroit, man.
But honestly, I honestly thought that. I mean, the Commanders, they didn't let up. Like from the first minute, they did not let up. And I think that this is, see, when you get a number one that gets removed that quickly, because they were supposed to be at least removed in the conference championship, but they let the Commanders, they were 6th seed. They let a 6th seed handle them like some little niggas. Like, yeah, like no, I mean, and because the dude, yeah, like you said, Pilot, Detroit's defense is decimated. Like, they lost
too many players, right?
If they still had Aiden Hutchinson, was it Aiden? What's his name? Aiden Hutchinson, right? The one that tore his fibula or whatever.
Did he play?
No, he did. I'm just saying, but if they had him and they had a few other guys, I'm sure.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, their defense was practice squad players, and they were getting injured too. Like,
Jared Goff fucking fumbles early, fucks up a little bit, and then he throws the terrible pick in that first half. They came back. I mean, because they have a lot of talent, but Jared Goff is just not. I've seen it. We went to the Super Bowl with him. Jared Goff is not a quarterback. Unfortunately, he proved it. And I don't want to say Lamar's not either, but Jared Goff has proved time in and time out that he isn't a Super Bowl winning quarterback. I don't know.
I mean, you got to put Lamar in that conversation too, like especially after this weekend, bro. I'm sorry.
Mark Andrews got all the blame for that because Mark Andrews dropped that fucking ball, man. Like that.
Who would you say is the biggest disappointment?
Lamar didn't play. Huh?
Who would you say is the biggest disappointment in this playoffs? Because both of these teams were like the regular season MVPs. But if you say the Lions or the Ravens, I would have to go with the Ravens. The Lions, you knew this shit was gonna happen. Like I already told. I told somebody last week. I'm like, yo, nigga. I think I told y'all niggas. I'm like, yo, nobody wins from the NFC North except for the Bears and the Packers. Like, I'm not believing in the Vikings. I'm not believing in the Lions to do nothing.
But here's my thing.
Right.
Yeah, here's my thing because of Detroit. Because I mean, it wasn't like Detroit had easy competition. They were killing like good competition left and right. Like I mean, the Bucks was their anomaly loss. Like that's how bad. Like that's how dominant they were. So it's like you see that you were expecting them they had all that time to kind of to actually prepare too, even to get some actual players back and like. And like I said, they tried to pretty much out offense Washington, but Washington was able to do that, and their defense was already solid. I mean, Jaden Daniels, like the poise that you don't see too many rookies that play with that type of poise that he was playing, especially and that's what the shit is crazy about.
It's kind of crazy, yeah. How poised he, like how.
Yeah, you see how Bo Nix got flustered. You could tell he was hyped. He was just hyped to play. He wasn't ready to win the game. He was just hyped to play. But Jaden Daniels looked like he'd been here before.
Yeah, and then because I was reading some shit this morning about how basically he uses virtual reality as like preparation for this too. So I can assure you now that some of these younger quarterbacks might actually be like, okay, you know what? If this guy's using VR and shit like that to get his game straight, shit, I can do the same thing.
Yeah, that should have probably helped that nigga Kyler Murray out, that gaming ass nigga.
Kyler Murray, he's a lost cause, bro. Like
I think Kyler's at the point where he's basically he ain't a franchise quarterback at this point. You know what I'm saying?
He's not, and in fact, he has all the athletic talent in the world, but his football brain is nothing. Like he doesn't have.
Wait, hold on, Kyler Murray or Tua?
Kyler Murray.
I take Tua, but I'm biased.
I think Tua does have a football brain, but his brain has also been jarred a little bit too much.
Yeah, his legs a little scrambled.
Yeah, Tua, I think is just one nasty hit from actually being retired, and he's gonna be one of them cats in 10 years on a CTE special or whatever. Like,
he gonna do them docs and shit, have the interviews. Yeah, my doctor told me that I should. Yeah, he gonna be one of them niggas.
Yeah, I mean, dude's gonna be Austin Collie if he's not careful. You know what I'm saying? Like,
fuck.
So it's like, it's bad to say it too, but because Austin Collie used to. I mean, that dude used to get knocked the fuck out on the field like that, and that's why Tua gets knocked out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Tua is just only one bad hit away from his career ending. Because it's not like it's normal. Like, dudes on there, he throws gang signs up. Like, it's not normal. So. But I mean, Miami didn't get into the playoffs, but honestly, I didn't expect them to win like they did. Like, the spread was like was like plus 9.5. That was my only loss in my parlay. I actually got the over on that game, but I did the 9.5 on fucking Detroit. That was my only loss. I hit everything on my parlay. I hit the spreads and everything, bro. I hit the over unders.
You hit the spreads on the Chiefs game with that bullshit at the end?
Yeah, I honestly, I didn't think I was like, oh shit, I actually did. I mean, I even screenshot.
You put the spread on the Chiefs or the money line?
Let me see. I picked the spread. I'm sure of it. Like,
because I don't know if you see it. Like, one of the biggest bad beats for the week was Chiefs by 9.5 because they were up by 11 and the nigga ran for a safety with 10 seconds left.
Yeah. I'm logging into my shit right now, but yeah, the Washington spread was the Detroit spread. I was the only one I did not get in my parlay. Let me go into my shit real quick. I hate seeing my losses, but Oh, that's red brings green. You feel me? You can't see green without a couple of reds, nigga. Yeah, I feel you. This King P. I got the spread. I got the under and the spread for the Texas Chief game.
What was the spread when you caught it?
8.5.
You must have lot. Did you do a live bet? What the fuck?
No, it was a parlay, bro. But I did under 41.5 and the spread of 8 minus 8.5, and I got both of them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, the only one I got, and I screenshot too, was that I put a minus 9.5 on Detroit Lions spread. That's the one. That's the only one I didn't hit, but I got the over, which was 55.5, because that was pretty much going to be a shootout. Yeah, like I was. So that's why that Washington Detroit upset that shit was not cool. Like, that shit was not cool at all.
But it wasn't surprising. That's all I'm saying. I think the Redskins are a real live dog nest.
Yeah, I mean, because more importantly, the Redskins are they're healthy too.
The Commanders not winning.
They lose their O-line. They lost their O-line.
The Commanders are not winning this shit. Come on, what are we doing? They're gonna get blown out.
Yeah, fuck all that Commander shit, nigga.
The clock strikes midnight on these pumpkins on Sunday. So what do we do?
Thank you.
Nice run, but that defense is not good enough to stop the Eagles, and that offense.
Scary Terry is not enough. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, now the only questions I have, because I mean, obviously with that Rams game, you know, there were some injuries and shit like that. Particularly one with Jalen because of a hip drop tackle that wasn't called, and then Mitchell, who suffered like a stinger shoulder injury or whatever, tackling Stafford. You know, and I think he fucked up Stafford's ribs, but he fucked up his shoulder. So
Jalen Hurts always gets hurt, yo.
Yeah, but the funny thing, but no, this one was, you could tell that like they did that and his leg bent backwards. But once they got him in the tent, I could tell they gave him something, because that dude, he was playing and running around, but he basically got that Mahomes special. Like they gave him something, and especially because now in that post game interview, niggas was all on Twitter talking about how candid he was. This nigga was talking about putting the snow setting up on Madden, and you could tell the Texas or whatever was coming out of that dude. Like
Yeah, he said he used to put the Madden on 100.
You talking about
Jalen Hurts?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, he was off that perk for sure.
Yeah, dude was perk or Toradol, something like that. But bro,
Jalen Perky or Jalen Perks, huh?
Yeah, Jalen Perks.
Jalen Perks, that's crazy.
Yeah, but like I said, you can tell because that interview, like, because
he's out of his shell. Because usually he's media trained and stays kind of short with his.
He's short. He doesn't. I mean, he'll throw in a little joke, but this guy, that text was like all of that, all that.
I play Madden and put it all 100% on snow.
Yeah, and I can tell Saquon was like, yo, this nigga's geeking, yo. Like, hey, we need to get him out of here, because he almost dropped the F-bomb too on top of that. So it was like, So now,
he was pumped up. Pause, because that fucking first run, I was like, what the fuck? This nigga just scammed 40 yards for a touchdown on us? The first one.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be one of those games though. But yeah, like I said though, the Rams, like the season, like y'all were going to basically. Looks like you guys going to be playing for a top 5 draft position until you guys get all the way to the divisionals.
Yeah, we overachieved, and I mean, shouts out to my boy Jared Verse, the defensive rookie of the year. He kind of put the world on notice. I felt like. Yeah.
Verse was a problem because Hurts got sacked 7 times in that game. Like, he's throwing that fucking safety in the end zone. Like,
that safety had me thinking, oh shit, we might do this.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought the Rams was gonna come in clutch on y'all boys. I thought they was gonna.
That last drive, Pat was probably tripping on the last drive. He was like,
I was like,
when Saquon scored, I was like, I changed the channel. I'm like, man, it's a wrap. when I changed it back, I'm like, oh shit, it's still a game. And the nigga started driving down the field, got all the way down there, and just turned that bitch up. I'm like, come on, dog.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because
don't waste my fucking energy like this, thinking y'all niggas finna do something and then just, never mind.
But yeah, the Rams did 2 horrible things. Like, I don't know why they dialed up what they dialed up, but on third down though, but they allowed Jalen Carter to come through. By the way, Jalen Carter was the MVP of that fucking game for defense. Like, that dude is a problem, and sacked that dude on 3rd down, and then after that,
it was the false start before that really fucked it up.
Yeah, it was the false start, and then it was the 3rd down sack, and then the 4th down. Stafford did not want to get hit by Carter again, so he threw that shit out of bounds.
That nigga skied that bitch. He was like, fuck that. I'm like, yo, last play of the game, you got to make a completion. How the fuck did you sky that bitch to the stand? Like, come on.
Yeah, I'm like, you got like your receivers you have Puka and everything there, but that shit was nowhere near any receiver. Like, he threw that shit out of bounds. Like he forgot what down it was. Like. Like, come on, bro. Like, and that's why I said we got away with that one. That's why I didn't talk no shit like that, because I was like, that was one of those games that came down to the wire. You know what I mean? So I can't even I couldn't even front. Like, yeah, that game had me on fucking edge. Yeah, but now, like I said, I mean, the Bills, Chiefs are set, Commanders, the Eagles, and I know, like I said, Pilot's probably much the only, like, I know it's NFC East shit, so I mean, I'm gonna go with the Eagles regardless because Eagles is my team. But I know, I mean, ain't shit gonna be easy unless we're up by like 2 scores at least for the most of the game. Like, You know, but I mean, because like I said, because Washington can't stop the run. They can't. You know, and we were killing them too.
Well, I mean, they're going to
with,
be prepared. I mean, they are going to be prepared. I mean, you know, obviously.
yeah, they're going to be prepared because we played Washington the second time. Like we until Jalen got the concussion, we were handling them. Pause. Like because they had to stop the run, but once they realized, you know, once he got knocked out, that we had Pickett and Tanner McKee, they realized they weren't runners like that, and They brought the pressure. They brought blitzes, all type of shit like that, just get pressure on them because they're like, it's either because basically we had to beat them off the arm, and you know we came close, but it was basically they were able to just kind of out scheme us on that. So it is what it is. But I think now because seeing Saquon rip off a 78-yard run, so they know for sure they have to prepare for that because they do have a 62 and a 78-yard run for touchdowns. Like there's no way. Like I mean because if they don't, you know, we're basically gonna run all over them. It's not just Saquon too. Like Kenneth Gainwell can run too. Like he can get busy too. So it's
Did
like
Shipley play much? Because I liked him in college. Did Shipley play or not really? Will
not
Shipley,
really.
the white running man.
You know what I'm saying? But
He got a lot of hype back in college, but
yeah, and like I said, at least thankfully the defense is healthy. So I mean, you know, Jaden's gonna get the full pressure of that defense. You know, so I mean, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good game though. But it's bugged out to me that standing between the Eagles and the Super Bowl is the fucking Skins. Like that shit is crazy to me. Cause it's been like 40 years since we actually they had an all NFC East conference championship. Like this shit's crazy.
That's pretty funny. Cowboys and New York fans are probably really, you know, internally really pissed off. You know what I mean? But
so here's the thing too, because with Washington getting into the conference championship, the Cowboys are the only NFC team in the post 2000 that have not made an appearance.
Yeah, that's crazy as fuck. Because last time for them was 95, right?
Yeah, it was like 95 or 96. It was. Yeah, you know that's a whole level of confidence. I mean, even the Bears and the Cardinals have gotten, you know, the Cardinals actually have a conference championship to their name. You know what I mean? Like that shit crazy. Like, but the Cowboys out there they're the only ones, you know, only the NFC that haven't made it in the last 25 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so. But you know, it's gonna be. I mean, I think both of you is gonna be good. Like, I mean, I'm praying for Josh Allen to get over the hump. Like, because personally, I want the Bills and Eagles because there's gonna be less fuckery with the refs. And it's sad to say, but that's how I feel. Like, whereas I'm pretty sure the second that Jalen Carter lifts Mahomes off the ground, he's getting called for the 15 yards. So like, yeah, So I'm hoping that the Bills can do it. I'm putting money on it too, because I'm pretty sure they're the betting underdogs. You know, so. But football is football, and and then I feel for the Lions.
Go Chiefs! I am not rooting for no goddamn Bills to fucking make the Super Bowl.
I mean, I get it. I mean, that's AFC East shit. I get it. Like, you know, it's
fuck the Bills and fuck the city of Buffalo. I'll never root for them motherfuckers. So no.
Yeah, and I feel you for that. Like, and that's admirable. Like, you know, I just did it because, you know, a Chiefs Eagles 2 Super Bowl is gonna piss me off because I talked major shit on the first one, especially on the stories, and yeah, my phone got lit up the second that shit. The second.
Well, no. I would like you should root for that so you can get your get back. I don't want to root for no fucking Bills to make the Super Bowl. Actually, the only good thing about them making the Super Bowl is them getting stomped out. Then you know, those T-shirts will get sent to some fucking third world country like Indonesia. Maybe they could think that the Super Bowl Buffalo Bills won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, like the other four Buffalo Super Bowl champion shirts.
Yeah, somewhere in Africa, some starving kids think that the Buffalo Bills won 4 straight Super Bowls.
Oh my god, yo! Honestly, I don't know why the NFL does that. I just think that's a waste of material. But I get it. You know, they just want it there just for the players to wear. But like, goddamn, like, you know, but it's their practice, whatever. I mean, you can't just burn the shirts or whatever. But But yeah, I mean, I have to because like I said, if I mean we could beat the Chiefs, but can we beat the refs? That's the thing. Can any team beat the fucking refs? That's the big thing with the Super Bowl.
That's the thing. Like again, because I am a Pat Mahomes fan. I think when it comes down to all time, he's probably the GOAT. Just when it comes when you bring in skill and accolades. I mean, really, come on. I mean, you can see the eye test. Anyways, I do agree though. Like the last game was terrible with the penalties. So it's like they're too good. Like they have to be really off to counteract with the refereeing. You know what I mean? So it's like, can they be beat this year? Like I feel like a three-peat is gonna happen, and I'm sorry I root for black quarterbacks all the time, so he's gonna beat one of y'all niggas. That's all I
Yeah, and before speaking of black quarterbacks, obviously before we talk about the box and stuff like that, Lamar and them, because I'm pretty sure now that Ravens team is gonna be gutted now in the off season. Like they're not gonna. Like, I'm pretty sure that some weapons are not returning. So it just sucks too. I mean, I get it because Lamar has the 2 MVPs and truthfully they weren't that dominant this year, but they were still respectable. But it's getting over the hump that dude had. Dude will win a wild card game every now and then, but I don't think he's gone past the divisionals.
He hasn't. No, he hasn't. And also, I mean, so far, I saw a stat today. Him and Peyton, I'm gonna call him Peyton Blacking because him and Peyton Manning literally are identical at 27-28. They literally are both 2-7 or something in the playoffs, or 2-5 or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so but Peyton at least. Peyton was lucky though. That Colts team, of course.
Peyton finally got one, but I'm saying the same age and everything. It's basically it's exactly the same age and same playoff record so far, like 2-5 at 28 or something. 0 rank.
No, they have the Mannings don't have a really well. Payne, I should say, doesn't have it. I mean, Payne was lucky to get the last ring with the fucking Broncos, but he earned that ring with the Colts, though. I mean, against the Bears, of course.
I want Lamar to win one, but it's like, fuck, is he gonna end up like as the nigga that's not gonna get a ring with 3 MVPs and shit? Like that's kind of wild, right?
Yeah, that's the wild shit too, because you can't get those MVP awards though, but you haven't made one appearance in the Super Bowl. Like his contemporaries have Burrow, Mahomes, Hurts, like they've all been in the Super Bowl. So it's like, and he's as popular as all of them. But it's division. I know. I even talked to my boy who's a Ravens fan, but I'm pretty sure when I do, he's probably not going to be happy. He's probably going to be pissed. He's going to tell me how pissed he was for watching that drop. But that Ravens team is. It was too talented, and that drop was just too crucial for that to happen. But I mean, hopefully Lamar gets some more weapons in the offseason because you don't want him to have like a Dan Marino ass career or some shit like that. Just no Super Bowl. Well, Dan Marino
and it's a bad look because he is the best dual threat quarterback of all time, aka black mole nigga. But to have 0 rings, it's just like cats are gonna be happy. Some of them.
Yeah, it's like because you have Jaden Daniels mixed to the conference championship, and he from the wild card and shit like that. Like if you have more of these quarterbacks having these type of victories and he can't get past the divisionals, niggas, basically it's gonna be like Dak Prescott. Like you don't want that to be, and he's more talented than Dak Prescott, so you don't want to see that shit happen to him. Call this nigga an underachiever or shit like that because he doesn't deserve it to be, but.
No, I mean he's incredible when you watch him play. But obviously, when some playoff time is something. Oh, I mean, clearly it's something. He's not the same player in the playoffs. That's all. That's all it is.
Yeah. I mean, and truthfully, he did have a couple fumbles. I did see. I remember he did have some fumbles.
He fumbled him through a pick. I mean, but then again, he did take him to the last drive, and Mark Andrews fucked it all up.
Yeah. Yeah, when they fucking want to. I don't understand. If you're going for a 2-point conversion and you're a fucking mobile quarterback, why would you throw it? Like seriously.
Well, I saw some people talk about you should have give the ball to Derrick Henry. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's Henry. There's Lamar. Like these are guys that power runners. Why get cute and try to throw it to Mark Andrews? That to me. I mean, it's like I said. I mean, unless either they're just okay. You know what? We're gonna surprise them with that. But Mark Andrews, who actually does have some sure hands. He just fucked up, and you get what you get. So. I mean, Mark Andrews right now, his name is probably like Billy Cundiff's name in Baltimore right now.
Yeah, they need to move on to Isaiah Likely. Get rid of Mark Andrews.
Yeah, I like Likely a lot. I like Likely a lot. So yeah, they should probably just.
Yeah.
And if I was his teammates, I would have pulled a Full Metal Jacket on Mark Andrews, tied him down, just assaulting him with pillows and shit like that.
Pillows and soap in pillowcases.
Yeah,
classic movie, by the way, Full Metal Jacket. But yeah, no, that was the one loss. That's the one loss. I was like, damn, that fucking hurt. Like because you didn't want to watch that. I was like, damn, like we should have had. It should have been the Ravens and Chiefs in there at least. So you get the all four quarterbacks in the conference championship will be black. But maybe next season, I guess. But we'll. I mean, obviously, once Super Bowl teams are set, we'll definitely hit you with one more football preview show on whoever that may be next week. I think the Eagles Commanders are first, and then it's the Bills and the Chiefs. So yeah, those should be some barn burner ass games, like for real.